So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at how to multiply some decimals. Okay? So as long as we know how to use our lattice method for multiplication, we'll be fine. And the only thing we need to worry about is the decimal point. Okay? So I'll do this first example, I'll set it up, and then I'll come and talk about it. So I've set it up, and what's noticeable is compared to the rest of them, what I've done is I've put the decimal point number on the top. Okay, so that is going to make our life easier when it comes to multiplying a decimal by a whole number. Okay, so in this one specific case, I would always write the decimal number on the top and then the whole number on the right. The other ones doesn't really matter, but this one it does. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is fill in the boxes. So 3 times 8 will give me 24, and 2 times 8 will give me 16. So now what we do is we add up the columns between the diagonal lines. So I'm going to get 6 and then 5 and then 2. So that looks like the answer is 256, but it's not because it's 3.2 times 8. So what we need to do is check where the decimal point goes, and you see the reason I put it on the top is so that then I can do this. Follow the line that it's above right down to the bottom, and then that will give me the decimal in the decimal point in the correct place. So 3.2 times 8 is 25.6. Okay, so I'll set up the next one. Now, unlike the first one, it doesn't matter which order we put them in. So before I fill in these boxes, what I'm going to do is show you where the decimal point should end up. Now in the last example, I just went straight down through the grid. But what I'm not going to do that this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find where the lines that the decimal points are at meet. So hopefully you can see that those two lines, I've gone down for one of them and along for the other one, and they've met at a cross. Okay, what I'm now going to do is follow the diagonal. And that's where the decimal point will be. Okay, so you find where the two lines meet, and then you follow the diagonal. So now let's fill in the boxes. So 4 times 7 and 3 times 7. And then 4 times 2 and 3 times 2. And then we add up the diagonals. So I've got 6, and then I've got 9. 8 plus 2 is 10, so I've got 0 there, and I carry the 1. Then 2 plus 1 is 3. So our answer, now we know the decimal point is 30.96. So that's straightforward because they're symmetrical numbers, as in it's a unit and a decimal and a unit and a decimal. So what I'm now going to do is a slightly less symmetrical question, but it's fine as long as we understand our method of where the decimal points meet and then follow the diagonal. there we go. Now what I'm going to do is follow where the lines of the decimals are, the decimal points. So there we go. Hopefully we can see that that's where they meet. So now we fill in the lines, the boxes, 2 times 1, 3 times 1 and 5 times 1. Two times 5, 3 times 5, 5 times 5. And then 2 times 7, 3 times 7 and 5 times 7. And now all we need to do is add up the diagonals. So it's not the neatest box, but hopefully we'll see what I mean. So we got 5 for the first diagonal, 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9, 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 gives me 18, and then I carry the 1, put the 8 in the where it should be. 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3 is 6, and then 1 plus 2 is 3. And as much as 0 there, we don't need to put that in the final answer, so that's 36.895. So no matter what the decimals are, we know this method, you'll be able to do it for any decimal. Okay? So the most important thing is remembering where the decimal point goes, because anything else is just like regular whole number multiplication. Alright? So that's multiplying decimals.